Hello, wonderful people. My name is Bryce. Some of you may remember me. I've done a few reviews with Jesse and a couple solo reviews. Today, I'm going to be doing another solo review for Batman Begins. And please don't mind the way I look today. I know I look like shit. I have a colonoscopy tomorrow, but I wanted to get this out for you guys because we're getting closer and closer to Batman v Superman. So we need to get these out here and get these reviewed. Let me start off by saying this was the first Batman movie I ever saw. I never watched the earlier Batman movies until as of recently when Jesse, because of us doing these reviews, I finally was able to see the earlier Batmans. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not like at all. The movie started off a little slow for me. It was not until like 45 minutes in or so where it kind of picked up. It always starts out with, of course, Bruce Wayne's parents dying, getting murdered. But however, I like the way they did it in Batman Begins only because him falling into that well when he was a kid and those bats coming and attacking him, and that's how he got his fear of bats. One thing led to another, so his fear for bats, when him and his parents went to this play, there are these people on stage all dressed in black, and it was kind of reminding him of bats and him getting attacked. And so he was like, Dad, can we get out of here? Please, I can't do this. And because of his fear for bats and then leaving early from that play is kind of how and why his parents got killed. And so of course he blames himself. I would too, to be honest. And that kind of put him in a pretty bad place mentally and physically. And good thing he had Alfred around. By the way, Alfred, Michael Caine as Alfred is perfect. I think couldn't be any better. I really liked Michael Caine. So I thought Alfred was played perfectly. No problem with him at all. I feel like I was a little lost in the beginning of the movie only because he was in this prison camp for some reason, and maybe because he felt like he needed to be there. He wanted to get stronger. He went away for a while. Like, a lot of people thought he was dead. He was actually, I think it came out in Gotham that they thought he was dead. So he just kind of disappeared for a while, and during his disappearance, he met Ra's al Ghul, and Ra's al Ghul got him to come and train with the League of Assassins. And I actually really liked that part. Him training with him was really cool. And the final training sequence that they had, where Ra's al Ghul had him, like, I guess this thing that he had him inhale or whatever, it triggered his fears, and then all of a sudden Ra's al Ghul had all his assassins come in the room with him, and kind of Batman's mind was going crazy, and he had to fight Ra's al Ghul kind of as a last training thing. And I really like the part where Ra's al Ghul sliced Bruce's arm, and Bruce got the idea that, he won't be able to find me if I slice every other guy's arm around here, because he won't know, he won't know which one's me. And that actually got him and led him to win that fight, and I thought that was really cool and really clever. I really liked that part a lot. That's when they thought it was ready for him to become, an assassin for the League, and so they brought this guy in and they wanted him to kill him, and Batman was like, nope, I'm not, that's not who I am. I'm not a killer. I'm not going to do that. And they didn't like that, and they ended up telling him the plan that they were going to pretty much kill everyone in Gotham and start over there. He obviously did not like that, so he tore that place up. Let's just say he pretty much blew the place up, and he ended up, during that, he saved Ra's al Ghul and put him in his village, and where he told the people there to kind of take care of him, and he went back to Gotham, and he had Alfred pick him up on the plane, and everything was in Alfred's name, so the plane and everything. So he came back to Gotham to become Batman. And Ra's al Ghul was kind of the main villain, but they had to go away from him for a while. So coming back to Gotham, you got to see Val Kilmer as the big guy, that was running all the chaos there, and then Scarecrow, which I thought they both were fine villains. I mean, they were just the small kind of portion there until Ra's al Ghul came back with the main plan. But I thought they were great fillers. Scarecrow was creepy, sadistic, and how I thought a Scarecrow character would be. Val Kilmer, I guess I can't really say much about it. He didn't really do anything for me or take away anything from me. He was not in it very long. He made a couple scenes here and there. So let's get talking about Rachel. So that's, Katie Holmes played Rachel. I've heard some people say, such as Jesse, that Batman having a love interest in the movies just takes away from the movie. However, I can agree with that sorta, but at this point in this movie, I don't. I thought they played it really well. Yeah, they liked each other. You could see it as kids, but they didn't spend a lot of time on that until the end when, she found out he was Batman, and she kissed him, and you could kind of tell they were into each other. However, they just didn't spend a lot of time on it, and I like that. They showed that there was an interest there, but they didn't kind of take up a portion of the movie explaining that out or showing a lot of that. What else? Oh, the Batmobile. So, never seeing the earlier Batmobiles, this was the first Batmobile I saw, and I thought it was badass. But what Jesse always told me is that looks like a tank, not a Batmobile, which I kind of agreed with. And so when I went and watched the earlier Batmans, I was like, okay, that first Batmobile is awesome, and that's totally a Batmobile. However, for that time, I thought that Batmobile was great. However, would that Batmobile fit in this time, this day, and the Batman, the Dark Knight series? No, I don't think it would. Honestly, I thought this Batmobile was beefier, is badass, and it fit this time period, and I really like this Batmobile. I seeing it in action again, I was like, yeah, that's badass. So we've seen a few looks at Batman v Superman, and it looked pretty cool in there. However, it still looks kind of like the Tumbler, just a little few modifications. But I think it fits the time. I really do. I think, honestly, I'm just going to have to say, I think my rating right now that I'm going to have to give it is, I don't want to give it, so our middle rating, when something's either not good or not bad, you don't have too much good and too much bad to say about it, is super meh. But honestly, I don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. I've been saying more good things, so I'm going to have to give it a brilliant, which is our rating right above super meh. And I thought it was a great origin story. This is still the Batman I'm going to remember when I, think of my first encounter with watching a Batman movie. And I thought they did a good job. Honestly, I don't have too many problems with it, and that's the rating I'm going to have to give it. Some of you might be like, wow, Bryce, you are an idiot, or some of you might agree with me. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We're getting really close to Batman v Superman. I am stoked, especially after that last trailer. I don't know if you guys have saw that, but please, in the comments, let me know what you thought of Batman Begins, and please let me know how you feel about the newest Batman v Superman trailer, and if you're going to be going to see it opening night. Let me know. Let us know. I'm stoked. I cannot wait. We're definitely going to be putting up a review on there for it, so stay tuned.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jesse Swift, and I'm sorry if you missed me. I really hope you enjoyed Bryce's review of Batman Begins. I want to give you a heads up on what's left in our road to Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice reviews. So our next video will be Superman Returns, followed by what is considered to be the greatest Batman movie of all time for now, and that is The Dark Knight. And then The Dark Knight Rises, and then we're going to wrap it up with Man of Steel before reviewing Batman v Superman. So I hope you guys are excited. We're super excited to get the content out to you. And until next time, may the film be with you, always.